and the second company is our Exotic Collection Screen Paints. All right, so I can't express this enough, and I've said this many times before. If you're going to be placing orders through our website, make sure your address information is correct. It is not my responsibility to go in behind you and check your address. This is your responsibility as a customer, as a consumer. This is your job. You'd be surprised on how many people who basically are about to, well, actually, one person is going to lose their complaint today. They filed a complaint against my business because they said that they never received the item. Well, basically, we have a tracking number showing that the item was delivered. If you're saying it's the wrong address, then it's your responsibility as the customer to go to your PayPal account or wherever else you're making some kind of payment through to make sure your address is correct. I don't know how you're buying stuff at the end of the day, not even from me, but from other people, if your address isn't correct. If you recently moved and you need to put in a change of address, put your mail on hold, do something, because it is not my responsibility at the end of the day to figure out where you live at. That is your responsibility. So a person's about to lose their claim in a few minutes. As soon as PayPal opens up, we'll go in there, we'll talk to them, show that we shipped it to the address. There's a tracking number showing it was delivered. We ship it to the address that's posted to whatever information you have on your PayPal account. That's what we ship it to. So the customer was upset because they were saying they were trying to reach us. You shouldn't be trying to reach me. You should be trying to go to PayPal. First things first, if that address was incorrect, you should have went to PayPal or any form of your bank institution or whatever you're making your payments through, and you should have corrected that information from the door. You're going to lose your case. And the reason why, and I told you, I talked to this customer before, we're not going to mention any names, but I was nice enough to say, hey, look, we'll ship you out another one. Now, mind you, my day is extremely busy, including my personal life is extremely busy. I'm in the process of moving. I'm in the process of to go and do these applications and all this stuff I'm going through. On top of that, the other things trying to get situated where I'm at. I do not have the time to go in and basically recorrect your mistakes. You have to do this. This is what you have to do. If I'm buying anything and I move, which I just did, guess what I got to do? I got to correct all my information, update my accounts, so that way, whatever I'm buying is going directly to me and not someplace else. And that's what happened today. Now, because this person went in and was impatient because I said that I was going to ship you out something, I said that I was going to ship you out this item, and you turned around and you filed a complaint, you will get nothing from me now. And we'll win our claim. Because again, I'm not responsible for you putting in misinformation or not updating your information on credit cards or wherever you may have it. You have to update that information. Going to file a complaint against me, you will not win it because we can show that we shipped it to the address that you provided on your account. That's all we did. I can't ship it anyplace else because I don't know any other place to ship it. I only know what I see what's on the account. Whatever pops up on the account, if it says such and so, that's where I'm going to ship it to. It's your job to go in and correct this information. If it's going to a wrong place, you need to go in and correct this, and then things will go a lot more smoother. So that's why I can't express enough. We get this from time to time where people go, oh, no, you sent it to the wrong address and so and so and so. Well, how is that my fault? That's your job at the end of the day. My job is to take your order, process your order, make your product, and ship it to the address along with tracking number to you. That's my job. My job is not to go into your credit card accounts or your banking accounts and change over your address to whatever I think it may be. That's not my job. So if anybody feels that I'm out of line for saying this, no, I'm not out of line. Anybody else or any merchant at the end of the day would agree on the same thing I'm agreeing to. You need to update your information. It's not my responsibility to do this. It's your responsibility. So with that being said, I'm going to go in and talk to PayPal. Money will be transferred back to my account, and that'll be the end of it right there. If you want to write a bad review, knock yourself out, I don't care. All I know is at the end of the day, I did my job. And my job was to process your order, give you a tracking number, and ship it to the address. That's what I did. And in return, you get mad because you give off the wrong information. And I guess the person was upset by saying, well, we were trying to contact you. You should be contacting your bank institution or PayPal to tell them, excuse me, that it's an incorrect address. I've already had people place orders In the middle of placing an order, they will contact me right after placing the order and go, oh, we don't need it to go to this address. We need to go to that address. Well, that's your job at the end of the day. It's not my job because I'm an extremely busy person. All I do is just print out whatever comes up on that form and send it where it needs to go. Excuse me. For me to have to go in and recorrect what you should have done from the first beginning before ever placing the order, that becomes the headache for me. So just simple and plain, just simple and plain. Update your information. That's all you have to do, because I have no idea how you're ordering anything else besides outside my company. Because if your information is not correct, unless you're telling them they got to ship it to this particular place, when all you have to do is just go in and just change the information. It's so easy to do. All right, well, that's basically what I had to put out there real quick. We got to put that now into the policy. That's going to be put right into the policy today for the shipping policy about incorrect address information, which I would think people at the end of the day, not trying to be rude here, but basic common sense would kick in and tell you, like, that address is incorrect. Let me go in and change all this information out so I can make sure that when I order something, it goes to me and not someplace else. So we're not responsible for that. I'm not responsible for someone putting in their whatever information they had in there. My job is to send it where it needs to go. That's it. All right, then. That's basically about it. I mean, if you're going to ridicule me on tracking numbers, saying that I didn't send out a tracking number to you, and if I didn't send out a tracking number, that's a different story. That's my fault, because I'm the one supposed to provide you with tracking numbers or shipping information. Excuse me. That is my job. But as for trying to play Inspector Gadget, or basically trying to figure out exactly if your shipping information is legit or not, that's not my job. PayPal's job on their end is when an address comes through, they just have to confirm that it's shippable. That's it. It's your job to go in and make sure the address is correct so it goes exactly where it needs to go to. That's it. All right, well, that's basically about it. When I put that in there, we're going to put a policy in all our areas now, a new policy, and that policy, which basically is going to explain to update your tracking, so your shipping information, so we can do our job better on shipping it where it needs to go. All right, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless. Gee whiz.